Hello, this is Sadie. I hope that you're well. We are going to do another four-man boarding ship. I did the Crystal B run earlier today for me, and then we rolled Mantis B as the next of our remaining ships. This ship is vulnerable in the early game, but tends to snowball like crazy if you survive. The critical thing on this ship is to just get a crew member that isn't a Mantis, ideally. And or upgrade your engines so you can run away from some of the bad fights that you can't do anything to. Okay, we should be reasonably okay here. The absolute safest play would be to intentionally run them out of missiles so that they can't, say, hit our teleporter. But the thing is, they have 3 humans over there and no medbay. We can kill them even with just a 2 Mantis by using the safety dance. So we'll go there. That drags the pilot out. We get some 2v1 time. Go here. Actually, I think drones might be the better room to go to. Yeah, we get some time against them 2v1. Now we go here. Now we can't safety dance anymore, but this guy's almost dead, and now we're gonna 2v1 this injured person down. Perfect! And we're gonna, before we spend any scrap, we'll check whether we have a store, but otherwise I will be immediately boosting engines up. We do have a store. We're going there. They have hacking, we can't get it, and at any rate, I want to get the NG. We temporarily cannot do anything to auto ships, but who cares? Also, upgrading engines, it's not as essential with the NG, but I just want to have the ability to run away from fights. Like, if we're fighting an enemy that has a Zoltan shield and like a flak one and a heavy laser, you want to be able to get away from that fight. It's not as critical because, like with the default setup where you just have 2 Mantis, there's a risk, say you're fighting that ship and they heavy laser you're piloting, it's going to take you absolutely forever to fix it, and in the time that you do that, you're getting pounded again and again and again. With an NG, that's less of a risk. The Rock was an interesting purchase there as well, because he's a stronger boarder, but still provides safety against fires and such. Really, anything that's not a Mantis can do. Although a Zoltan isn't very good either. Okay, we could theoretically beat this ship, but practically I'm going to leave. Because I don't want to take repeated solar flares. Maybe if the first solar flare takes out a weapon, we might consider hanging around. You go there, actually. Leave the NG free to run about the ship. Put out fires and so on. Yeah, you can't cloak a solar flare. They took 2 damage from that, and we didn't take any, so let's hang around here. It's annoying it didn't take out their weapons, but still. We always have the option to jump out and leave if a solar flare goes badly. The worst thing would obviously be it hitting my shields and doing damage, because then I'm not safe against these. We'll have to take 2 or 3 more solar flares for them to blow up. that one went very well. They took 2 damage, and we didn't take any, and the fire was in a room we could immediately vent. Next one should do it, although it's not guaranteed. Now with this NG we've added, a lot of the time we will still board with that NG, but it will depend, it'll depend on the ship. Especially, we did have to sell the boarding drone, which I would have preferred to keep it, obviously, but, you know, with the choice between keeping the boarding drone or keeping a defense drone, that's kind of a no-brainer. The defense drone is way, way better. But it means we can't kill auto ships unless there is a handy solar flare to do all the damage for us. This ship is more awkward because they have a med bay and a repair drone. I think here I want to run them out of missiles. That's guaranteed to be a Lido missile, is one positive thing. Basically, the defense drone, there's a blind spot on each one. Usually it's over to the the rightmost part of your ship. Could be in a blind spot that the defense drone can't shoot down. Or things like that can happen alternately. And the problem is, on this ship, what are the rightmost systems? Well, it's these two. And if we, say, have boarded all our crew over there, and then we get hit in shields and it sets a fire, that can set off a brutal cascade. Yeah, right there. We shot 2 of those down. Fortunately, we dodged that missile. I mean, even when we get through, they could theoretically damage us because a combat drone can shoot you through 2 shields, but it's very unlikely. Okay, so we took 2 damage, and one of that wasn't because it was a blind spot, it's because this tried to shoot the missile down and blew that up. Unfortunately, we can't just make it blow all the drones up. I would really like it to do that, but it won't fire now, so it can't do that. So our play now, they have 3 crew over there. Our play now, I think, is to kill one of their crew. We may need to run them out of drones as well. And then once they're down to 2... Fuck off. Don't do that. The risk of it doing that, if it did it and instead of hitting oxygen it hit teleporter, we could be stranded over there and die. I suppose the ultra safe play here would therefore be to have left this fight. But I'm not going to do that. The first 2 crew that we seriously wound will run to the medbay, and then we'll finish this guy off. And then we're going to warp our guys back so they can heal as well. And then what we want to do is we'll send our 3 crew over. One of them will break the medbay, and the other 2 will do distraction stuff. But we may need to time this awkwardly because of their repair drone. We may, in fact, want to break the repair drone. In fact, yeah, let's go break the repair drone. Our NG can do distraction stuff. I think they're out of drones, fortunately. Here we go. And yeah, we're halfway to being able to afford hacking, which is the third system we want to add. You can't get cloak hack on this ship because you already have teleporter and drone control. This is a very easy fight. They do have 2 Mantis over there, which is a little awkward. I could train my NG on piloting here, but the thing is, if we swap to a clone bay, which I have every intention of doing, until I get more crew, they would just die repeatedly and lose their skill. What I'm going to do here, because combat rolls are a little bit random and I don't know for sure that my 2 Mantis will win this fight against their 2 Mantis, I'm going to just lightly wound them, run around, and then warp my guys back to heal. And then they'll go over and finish them off. Although, actually, we seem to be winning there, but why take any risks whatsoever? They have no medical unit, they can't heal. Last thing we need is for them to get some lucky shot in and kill one of my Mantis off in a fight that I've already won and can't take any damage in. Technically, I suppose I could afford hacking right now by selling the defense drone, which would be the right play, but I want to get to being able to afford hacking without having to sell a quite useful drone. Sure, let's offer them our help. There's the other store. Path to it is awkward. I'm probably not going to take that quest, because that could be a fight against the enemy that has an ASB on their side, and if they had like an ASB and a med bay, we'd be very, very hard-pressed. I can't remember whether it's that quest or another one. I once lost a run on Mantis B to an early quest that generated a Rebel Elite, and it was one of the most humiliating deaths I've ever had, because the enemy had a Vulcan, which they normally wouldn't be able to spawn with this early because it requires weapons 4, but that particular quest could do it. And they had a med bay, and normally obviously a Vulcan is a complete joke weapon, but we couldn't kill all their crew because of the med bay. I didn't have a third crew member, I don't think, so I couldn't do distraction tactics. And we couldn't stop them spinning the Vulcan up either, so we just died. And that was not fun. Let's head up here and then back down. I might want to give myself enough time to go. We'll take that because I want to acquire bombs in the future. And we have 25 fuel, or we did before we made the trade. Okay. Since this fight is safe, we're going to do similarly to the last fight, except with 3 borders this time. Run around. Punch them a bit. It's especially a problem here that I can't force them to be fighting the crew member that I want them to be fighting. Because, you know, they might not actually go into the slots on their rooms that we want to be in to be able to swap people around with dolphin flipping. And now we can afford hacking. So, 1, 2, 3. Do we have space to do that? Yeah. So we should. Otherwise I could go, like, take these jumps at the top. But since I have the room to hit that store, I should. We will scrap some of the debris. If I do this, I can afford hacking and a clone bay, or hacking and a small bomb. Now, admittedly, if I bought hacking and a small bomb, I then could use the small bomb, but I can acquire more missiles later. Let's do it. And yeah, we have enough space to go to the store and then move back to the exit. Okay, they have a clone bay. We'll get that. These weapons are all very mid. I don't want any of them. I could buy the hull laser just to be able to pop Zoltan shields, but like, I would need to upgrade my weapons just to use that. And I actually can't afford that right now. And I really don't think it's worthwhile to spend that much scrap just to be able to deal with Zoltan shields when the only store next sector could be the first jump. We clearly go NG. Hey, look. I mean, you could call this luck, but really, it's not. I wish I could afford that combat drone. That would allow us to deal with Zoltan shields, but... Okay, that's the quest that I was saying we might want to dodge. I mean, we do now have hacking, which we didn't have when I said that. So if we fought an enemy that had a med bay, we could still use hacking to lock them in rooms and stuff. We might as well go to it because we can skip a fight if we decide to do so, and there's numerous different possibilities from this event. Yeah, this isn't the one that does that anyway. Give them 4 fuel, you just get a medium scrap reward for that, but whatever. Let's investigate the battlefield and find nothing. Listen to their problem. Unfortunately, we don't have a human to be able to acquire Robert Smith here, but we can send a Mantis to have a discussion with him. Unfortunately, they could not reach a mutual understanding. Let's use that to get our missiles back for when we eventually acquire some sort of bomb or missile as a boarding support weapon. Good lord. Hello, fights. Are there any fights here? Accept their offer of surrender. Apparently there are not. Can we download the data stores? Yep. Isolate and quarantine the virus. We did not have a single fight that entire sector. Although I suppose we could get one of the exit beacon here, but... And we did. Go and break that place. I could have used hacking on the drones just to make absolutely certain that it got blown up, and that probably was the wiser play, but I didn't, and now we don't need to because we can permanently keep this drone from being able to do anything. I'm gonna just stand here and wait until they get 1 point of repair, then I board 2 people into that room. They break that, then they go here and break that. Then we repeat ad infinitum. And this is why I didn't bother to train my Angie. He's going to die many, many times. But NGs feel no fear, so it's fine. You might be tempted to speed this up by boarding the other side. Don't do that. We don't have any weapons, so it doesn't help us in any way. And instead, we can board into here. Go now. The second point on that is I wanted to make sure it was sort of lined up there, but I wasn't certain of it. And the most important thing is to just keep this stupid drone down. I can't take damage as long as the combat drone is offline. Basically, I can't keep these synced because when they get 1 point of repair on the combat drone, on the drone system, the drone system continues repairing because it still has, you know, it's still partially broken. When they get 1 point of repair on the weapon system, on the other hand, the weapons are fully repaired and they stop getting repairs. So then it resets back to nothing the next time I destroy it. Whereas this one continues to get repairs while I'm breaking it again. So I can't keep them fully synchronized. And so on. And as soon as they get a point of repair on either of these systems, we board, break it, and win the fight. Give me my double reward. Like to get into the next sector to see if there's an immediate store, and if there isn't, I want to upgrade my hacking. I will probably have hacking fully upgraded by the end of the next sector. Unless we, like, find a store with a weapon that we really, really want. And then have to upgrade the weapon system to use it. We're obviously not going to the Zoltan sector. This sector is neatly split top side and bottom side. There are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jumps on this bottom side that are hard to see from the top. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 from the top side that are hard to see from the bottom, although I suppose this kind of isn't. I'll just randomly pick the top side, but... Cool. Random choice vindicated. I'm glad I have level 2. Although I could take damage this way, I'm going to split these up and allow them to fire back. Go in there to pull people out. I don't care if these people are cloning, but I do care if they can keep flacking me. Okay. They're no longer flacking, so send some people. When this NG dies, that one's going to get pulled to defend shields owing to how they prioritize systems. And now we can finish breaking this. Hopefully. Ironically, this is going to be our first time venting our crew intentionally since we got the clone bay, because all our previous fights have either been against, since we got it, have been against auto ships. And By all, I mean, I think 2, because we had 1 fight in the entirety of the last sector. We would like more crew. I don't think I would buy crew necessarily, I would probably consider it. Probably not, since the crew would be like, let's see now our NGs, and 1 NG is enough on this ship. You just need something that isn't a Mantis. We'll probably go here, store, onwards. Give us the maximum chance to be able to get something useful at that shop. I want to buy all the fuel and get a full repair anyway, so... No, that's a terrible, terrible offer. Don't take it. Sell the drone reactor booster. I prefer the Defense 1 drone because it will only shoot down missiles and not get distracted by other stuff, and I'm selling this because I want the beam drone to handle Zol shields. So, we now have an answer to every type of ship in the game. Beam drone deals with Zoltan shields, Clone Bay allows us to deal with auto ships, and the beam drone actually could help us against auto ships as well if we feel like punching the shields down. And obviously our boarding and hacking allows us to deal with ordinary enemies. Now, we obviously want weapons to help us kill the flagship, but we have quite a lot of time to find those. We also have a Clone Bay, so we will slay the terrifying giant alien spiders. We'll explore the asteroid field. I was just considering what system I wanted to board into, but... or to hack, actually, because I could have hacked shields and thus kept people out of the medbay. But it's cool, because I can let them run to the medbay, and while they're in there, we can punch these weapons down. Let them in, and our 2 Mantis will win the fight. We would still like to acquire, ideally a breach bomb too, but a small bomb or a Hermes missile, or an ion bomb, or Pegasus can do. Even a breach missile can do in weird circumstances. In very weird circumstances, you can even use a hull missile, although you would never want to use it to fire at the empty hull, and thus it's not very good. Okay, I thought there might be another store, which is why I did not spend any scrap there. Can I go 1, 2, 3? I think I'd dive if I do that. Oh no, I'd be alright. Okay, we'll do that then. Offer them assistance and beam them aboard our ship. Oh, for the love of God. I wanted crew. There's a lot of stuff here that I want, and I can't afford all of it. So the three things I want are the small bomb, the heavy laser, and the backup DNA bank. I'm definitely buying the small bomb. That's just a given. And I think I'm going to buy the DNA bank. Like, the heavy laser is cool, but I am really not using it much for a long time. I already have a way to get rid of Zoltan shields. I mean, I could sell the beam drum for it, but why? Let's do that. Losing crew is now completely off the table. Oh yeah, I should be powering this. And next up, I'm going to upgrade my my hacking all the way. Which I can't do currently, and I'm not desperate enough to, say, buy a human. I'm confident we can get more crew, ideally when we're not in NG sectors. Since, you know, you can't really roll the 1 in 9 crew kill chance very often if you hardly fight anything. 1 in 9 crew kill chance, that is, of giving you a crew member. We will attack the ship with conspicuous pirate markings. You go over there. You have a tickle fight. Good. I don't know why I'm turning my evade up as if I can actually evade anything. Doesn't matter. Okay, cool. We have another way to get through Zoltan shields. So yeah, Ion Blast and Beam Drone will completely melt any Zoltan shields that we see very quickly. That was only a low scrap reward, so I can't afford to upgrade my hacking yet. We'll do that after the first scrap reward of the next sector. Then it's pretty much just upgrade shields and get scrap for buying weapons at stores as and when. There was a store, the one that opened up a moment ago had a halberd beam at it, which would have been nice to get for the end game, but we couldn't have afforded it. Rock or Mantis. Would have protected against the Rock Live Mine, but I'll go Mantis anyway. It gives me more choices in the next sector. I don't really like either of these sector types, but... Yikes. I know what they're hacking. There is no fear here about losing crew because we have a backup DNA bank. There we go. Shouldn't need to use any more bombs. In fact, just send you two over. Finish breaking that. This time I will actually send more people over to shields to help allow the asteroid to actually deal damage in combination with my ion blast. When they fix one point of weapons, they just bring the mini beam back anyway, and that's harmless. Ha. Get wrecked. You probably don't need to board again. They have no evade, and it's completely permanently broken. On the other hand, it looks like they're in a lull for the asteroids, so... Oh, I guess they weren't. So, now we can afford that hacking upgrade, but we can't do it here because asteroids. I don't care about that store. We're not going there. Actually, we don't need the power bar. We can just move this. We will aid the civilian ship. We probably don't even need to hack this, but I have enough drones that I'm going to just do it. You two go in there. Vent everything except this room up here. Stick this Mantis on the naughty step as a result. Really, you're going to defend the clone bay over your weapons? I don't understand why you would do that, but okay. That does not seem to make much sense from what I know of AI system priorities, but... Go to shields, and they'll definitely go after that instead of defending the clone bay. Good lord, how high level is your fucking clone bay? Let's break stuff over here until they decide to come back. I could just as easily break their teleporter and then smash everything on their ship for combat training, but... You okay, sweetie? The dog just sneezed. So, I'd like to keep my usual about 100 scrap buffer at this point for stores, and then work on upgrading the shields. We're about coming up to the point where I might consider just buying crew if I get the opportunity, because the game seems loath to give me any. Of course, if we saw them in this sector, they'd be disproportionately likely to be Mantis, which would be particularly appealing. We will attack the ship. We don't need to hack this. Punch the stupid chain ion down, then they can't get through my shields. There we go. Punch stuff. Punch more stuff. We'll take like 1 or 2 more jumps here at the bottom of the sector, and then we'll go east. We don't need to go across too soon. So we have a lot of the sector left. Oh my god, I only boarded 1 person. I want to bomb those down because I can't meaningfully control keep this down. If I bomb it, even if that goes down, they have a system repair drone. Yeah, we shouldn't have taken any damage here. I messed up by not boarding with all 3 of my crew. And that gave them the time to deal me damage. And 1 moment. Okay, sorry that was longer than I expected it to be. Not that you necessarily know that, since you're just going to see this video and I will edit out the bit in between, but it has been a while, and I will be popping in and out for the next little bit. Oh yes, we're here. Still only Sector 4, so we have loads of time, but... Okay. I know I'm using a bomb, but that's a very good deal. Stick you on the naughty step. Small bomb in the face. Actually, I'm gonna have to put this defense drone up anyway, so I might as well just do that. The bomb would have only done 2 damage. This is a 1 power missile. I know because the Burst Laser 3 is a 4 power weapon. Therefore, there is no point in me doing that. We'll finish punching that down. Now let's go punch other stuff until they come back, at which point we will kill them. We won't be able to clone our crew after this, unfortunately, because the Pulsar... Actually, do we have backup DNA bank? Let me remind myself. I believe we do. I have to look at the... Yes, we have backup DNA bank, so we actually will be able to clone our crew here. Never mind. And I would upgrade my shields here, but because we're at a pulsar, we're not allowed to spend any scrap. Lol, get wrecked. Stupid force of nature. If I recall correctly, we've seen 1 store in this sector, and there may not be any more, but there may be. Get on the naughty step. We're safe here as well, because the solar flare, it could hit our clone bay. Who cares? So let's go punch stuff down until they run back. It would be very funny if the solar flare hit that room specifically. You two do need actually cloning, because I only have level 1 clone back. The other Mantis doesn't, so... Go, venting, go. Thank you. Okay, there's another store. We might as well check that out. Normally I take the bounty. I'm going to take this because I want to have a chance to get a Mantis. Sadly we didn't, but, you know, it was worth trying. Boo. They have a lot of mantises on this ship, but we can fight them at numerical disadvantage, and we can also do other things, such as small bomb in the face. Since we have a stored next jump, let's not spend any of my scrap. Probably going to buy every drone part at the store, because Mantis B is generally very heavy on drone part use, since if you're picking up hacking, as I typically do, then you have two drone part using systems for most or all of the run. And you end up having to use the defense drone and other stuff more often than you might otherwise, because you don't have the cloak hack cycle. Drone recovery arm would be very welcome for that reason. I'll hold scrap just in case there's immediate store next sector, but otherwise I'm going to upgrade my shields. I will upgrade onto that burst 2 in time as well, but that can wait. No. More Mantis sectors. There isn't an immediate store, so let's do that. Can I please get some fucking crew? Unfortunately, the defense drone here may get distracted by the asteroids. If I just go like this, I'm not in any danger. Oh yeah, I meant to buy drone parts there, but I got distracted by other things. It's unfortunate that that's a 1 power missile. I'll wait until this gets 1 point of repair, board, break it again, and then start working on the shields. Two crew break a system in 6.25 seconds, or no, it's 6.5. But you add a little bit because their animation for damaging it does not actually start playing until a sort of half a second or so after you board. So there's no point firing this yet. I might stun my own crew. When they're at 1 shield bubble, there will be a purpose in firing. The fire set there caused the repairs to be reset, which is a nice little thing. It does mean that if you have a fire weapon, you can potentially keep an auto ship disabled indefinitely, despite the fact that you're extremely unlikely to actually be able to burn a system down. I could put a beam drone up, but I've already used 2 drone parts in this fight. I don't want to use 3 when I really do not have to. Excellent, I can't dodge that. That means they're screwed. Looks like they're about to get this missile back, but I have the hack, I have the defense drone. I have their complete inability to evade damage in an asteroid field. Check the corner. They don't have a medical unit. We kill these guys, then we punch their weapons down. Okay, we don't even need to punch their weapons down, they'll just burn down. I do need to put a defense drone up though. Get him, NG! NG, no! Doesn't matter, their oxygen is burned down. Where are you, anyway? There you are. We need to clone you again, anyway. Okay. We'll give you 2 fuel. Okay, that's kind of useful as a boarding support weapon, but I have a better one anyway, so... Hit this store to sell that. And I give up on buying some Mantis here, since I seem incapable of finding any. Just buy 2. It's annoying to have to buy crew on a boarding ship where really I ought to have got some for free, but whatever. And I will be back in a bit. Okay, I'm back, so let's lead our army of mercenary Mantis to victory. Take this top route, we don't need another store. Just let them in. Switch that off. And when I get the chance, I'll buy some more power. Do I need to go there to buy drones? Let's go and buy some stuff. It's annoying, but... Oh. Never mind, we'll buy that. Cool. That option was too good. Even though it does leave me with 9 drones, but now that we have 4 Mantis, we can probably start making more progress in terms of combats. Winning them quicker. And thus ideally using fewer defense drones in particular. There are definitely no more stores to sector. Don't let them board us. Just... Ooh. Given that we can't get cloaking, that might actually come in handy. Though we don't have the drone parts to make use of it right now, so... And my other 2 drones are more generally useful. If you have a hull repair drone, you can do funny things. A drone recovery arm, you can do funny things with a hull repair drone. You can heal yourself for free for 2 at each jump, and then jump out while the drone is still activated. But that requires you to leave the drone on your bar, and that unfortunately means I can't have the defense drone and the beam drone on my bar, and they're more useful. So the hull repair drone is a useful tool against, losing due to attrition. However, there's no way on earth I would lose to attrition at this point. Frankly, I don't lose to attrition very often, and when I do, it's not usually hull attrition. It's like if I just completely run out of consumables on a run that I'm really, really dependent on. And I've not had that happen in a while. It's usually fuel and constantly running out of that, leading to dangerous fights that would do it. Damn it, we missed. Let's just take this missile to save a drone part. It's annoying, but what can you do? Oh no, my Mantis. Monsvik, no. Hopefully we'll find a slug at some point to take over piloting. And judging by how this run is going, by find I mean buy, because that's the only way we seem to be able to get crew on this fucking teleporter run. We could potentially do this without hacking, but, you know, we tried that well, we didn't try that last time, but, like, if it went anything like the last fight, we missed a small bomb. Hooray, a heavy ion. The rebels are doomed now. Oh, am I diving? Not sure. I thought I had enough space, but maybe I was misjudging things. Well, we'll find out after the next jump. Actually, let's do this just in case, because the next jump could be into a hazard beacon, and then I wouldn't be able to spend my scrap. Yeah, unfortunately, we've been getting lots of high fuel rewards, which is why we have loads of fuel and hardly any drones. Kill you. Yeah, that reward. We've been getting that quite a few times. So we have 34 fuel and 5 drones. Bah. Even with the fleet pursuit modifier, I think you wouldn't have been able to necessarily tell whether that was getting overtaken or not. The main annoyance here is that we're going to be spending a drone part in the fight in all likelihood to hack weapons. I would like to go to a sector with 2 stores next time out, just so that I can buy every drone part in both of them. Because about the only way we could lose now at this point would be if we ran out of drone parts and then spiraled from there. Which is the more likely form of loss to attrition that I was mentioning than losing due to attrition to your hull. I'm gonna just kill these guys because frankly the fight will be over faster if I do this, unless I'm less likely to take missiles. Small bomb in the face. Ah. There's more stores than energy controlled. We could try to get Kazakh here, but whatever. Let's just go to the place that has more stores. more free stuff and fewer fights. Because we need to restock. We most definitely want to get Shields 8 on this run, since you can't get cloaking, and trying to face a drone surge without the force shield bubble or cloaking is really terrifying. I had a really horrible Zoltan A run on my 79 streak where I was forced to do that because I made less than 1300 scrap the whole run, and it was just a complete tire fire, and it was terrifying. Fortunately, I had really good offense there and a Zoltan shield. Probably the Zoltan shield is what won it for me. I'm going to check out this top corner, so let's go there and then we can circle back down if needed. Okay. I'm going to try to do this without hacking, because if we do 1 point of damage to weapons, they can't do anything to us. And they don't line up on the first volley. Or I think the second. Now, winning this fight solely by punching is going to be very slow because, well, they can cloak. We have to punch the systems down repeatedly. But the only method that I have that involves, because I only have weapons 1 and can't power the burst 2, the only method I have to deal hull damage otherwise is putting a beam drone up. And the whole point of this is that I don't want to use a drone port. So let's not. I'll probably focus on weapons. The shields don't actually matter, because if I punch them down I don't benefit at all. So I mostly want to punch down. Their lowest level systems are going to be piloting and cloaking. The piloting is max level 2. And we don't need to completely destroy the weapons, we just need to prevent them from fully repairing them. Okay, level 2 piloting. Hooray, we did a point of hull damage. No one will blame you if you skip at this point in the video until you're not in this fight. Certainly I won't. Not that I'll know anyway. I suppose I could look at the metrics to do that, but I don't do that. Other than I see them occasionally out of the corner of my eyes and remember that it's a thing I could do. But since I'm not properly attempting to be a content creator who does this for an actual living, and I just upload my FTL runs for fun, I don't care. Let's do a round of boarding weapons, just to... Because I don't have the hack over there, as I normally would, I can't tell what weapons level they're at. It's at least level 2. Okay. We got it down to 1, and then they got a point of repair, so we're fine. Boo. We had done it in the opposite order. I think we could have punched down cloaking and then punched down piloting and done 2 hull damage. Oh well. We'll try that this time. wonder if these Mantis knew when they signed on to my ship that they were signing on to die horribly of asphyxiation hundreds of times. Probably not. You are suffering agonizing deaths over and over again so that I do not have to expend the drone part. Efficiency. I like how we ended the fight with the chain laser halfway through. Ooh, cool. It's firing animation there. I might hold on to that, although I doubt very seriously I would ever have the drones to make use of it. But we could theoretically keep that, and then in phase 3, since we have bypass and can potentially take the missiles right down, have the beam drone and the combat 2 to just blast through the enemy's Zoltan shield. Of course, the counter to that is if I have Zoltan shield bypass, why the fuck do I need to get through the Zoltan shield that quickly? Hooray, we found a store! Hooray, we found a halberd beam. Yeah, I'm gonna just sell these now for the immediate scrap boost. Buy that. For the phases of the flagship later on, we have... I'm also gonna do that. Which means I'm gonna sell the ion. We have the burst 2 and the beam drone to kill Zoltan shield still. And yeah, we can use burst 2 and halberd to kill the later flagship phases. Come on in, little NGs. The killing is nice and good. To us. Holy crap, we got a drone part as part of a combat reward. Keep the hack up. Oh yeah, I have bypass. What am I doing? I mean, to say it was a clever stratagem to do something on. Wasted a drone part. Whatever. If I had gone over too early, they would have just healed in the medbay. That's nice, but we're not going to use it. The weapons we have are nicer. That's kind of worth it, but nah, I just want the small bomb. We're really going to be reduced to just buying another crew member. Yes. That seems to be the thing today. At least now we have, you know, an engines and pilot battery. Did I sell that? No. Secure the cash. Cool, we can find a store in X sector to sell that at. It sells for a reasonable amount of money. Fucking hell no. The absolute last thing that I want to do is sell drone parts. Sure. Search among the stores. Oh, for fuck's sake. I wanted a fight, not a store. I know I said search among the stores, but that's because it's the only way to create a fight. Rebel 7 or Zoltan 7? Go Rebel. We can deal with auto ships by Mantis wave tactics. And one moment. Okay, we're back. We don't really care about finding stores beyond for getting drone parts at this stage. We have everything we need to win the run. We just need some upgrades, and I think we strictly don't need those. We could win with the ship as it is, but it would be more comfortable to get more upgrades, and we have an entire 2 sectors to do that in, so we might as well get them. We will fight the auto ship. No, don't just stand there in the... I should have powered the bomb from the start. Well, we might take some damage here. Ow. Oh, this is guaranteed to hit at least. Very good. But yeah, I misplayed that. running out of air, but it's fine. A little bit of dying never hurt anyone. There's a breach somewhere on my ship. Go find it. There it is. Go and fix that. We just had a parcel delivered. Hence the excited woofing that you hear behind you. One moment. Okay, the excitement is over. My wife walked in with a new shawl, which is what just arrived at the door. In the shelter that the dog was raised in, they were very, very careful because they had a bunch of rescue dogs. They were careful to make sure that, you know, nothing could come in, basically, that the dogs might fight over. And the result of that is that Carissa is incredibly sensitive to anything whatsoever that is new coming in. Hence, when my wife walked into the room wearing a new shawl, she lost her mind. The first year that we had her at Halloween, I brought a pumpkin into the room to show her, and she backed away so fast she fell off the end of the bed. Fortunately, it's quite a low bed. Ow. I've not saved my new crew positions because I only just got this Zol. There we go. Holy crap, we got a free crew member, finally. Our boarding ship got a free crew member for the first time in Sector 7. What that poor Angie was doing hanging out in a rebel sector in order to die immediately. Upgrade that just for when we board the flagship. I think that's an escort quest. Can't remember. Small bomb in the face. Don't have level 3 combat. Okay, good, you don't. And we punched the missile down, so we saved a drone pod. Hooray! It's a very, very bad weapon. Actually, kind of starting to run low on missiles. Offer to beam them aboard the ship. Hooray, more crew! Man, this layout sucks. Frustratingly, I did not board fast enough to just chase them off and prevent them from boarding me altogether. Just go and distract them until they run off. You were not okay, so gay-vented. Everyone else is. So here, exit, and then dive past it. Yeah, we're going to be going into Sector 8 soon. Oh, for the love of God. I'd like to upgrade my weapons one more time so I can run all three. You two just go put that out. Venting it vents my clone bay, and I'm trying to keep the people that come out of the clone bay at max health, because that's the whole point. This is gonna be annoying. However, this is guaranteed maximum level 2 piloting, which means that our Mantis rather will punch it down. And we can then do that. And next time round we can just kill the ship. I don't think they can repair this in time. Give me my low scrap reward. I'd like to get damage buffers, but I want to get level 6 weapons first. Cool. Let's do that as well. Now we can start getting damage buffers throughout the next sector. And as much power as we can get away with. We might get tagged by an ASB here, but it's fine. Oh, for fuck's sake, really? Punch that down, please. My Mantis can actually just overpower them. Repair to full. Go fix that breach. No, don't run off. Fix the breach. I definitely want at least one repair station for bombs and drones. Good. That's the only one we're getting, clearly. Start getting our damage buffers. I definitely would like to get level 3 teleporter before the flagship, although it's not essential. Mostly helpful in phase 1. definitely need to put a defense drone up here, unfortunately. Take out their piloting so that our first small bomb is guaranteed to hit. Oh, okay. Really? We're actually safer against this than we are against the missile, since this needs to hit 5 times to do any damage to us, and the missile only needs to hit once. So let's actually shoot the opposite side of the ship. There's a store, we don't care about that. We could go there to sell a stun bomb, that's a waste of a jump. Even here at this not enough time event, we will get more scrap than we would by going to sell a small bomb. It would be nice to upgrade our drone system enough to use both drones at once, but I don't think we're going to have the scrap for that. Unless we can find an outpost. The number of our system buffers, like doors, don't matter. Even oxygen doesn't, because if we get hacked in oxygen, it's like, so what? We have Clone Bay and DNA Bank, we laugh at it. Our crew can suffocate an infinite amount of times. But it's preferable to damage buffer it to prevent that possibility, since it only costs 25 scrap. Big ol' nothing. We probably need to use a defense drone here, because I doubt we can get it to specifically take out this missile. Good. They've not dodged a single one of my laser shots so far. I appreciate that. Keep up the bad work. And now if we get the scrap, I will upgrade the teleporter. Which we can take both of these jumps, so we probably can get that. Well, if I'm diving anyway, I might as well go this way. I can't be bothered to actually board these guys. We might have to take an ASB here. There's not a great deal we can do about that. You go in there. Yuck. Nice work, guys. For most of this phase, we don't need the other stuff available, so... We do want to put a defense drone up against their missiles. We do not have a hack reset available to us, but that's fine. Even if they hack the teleporter or the clone bay, we have ways around it. Probably honestly gonna just put this spare 2 power in the clone bay. Actually, no, I need it for the defense drone, don't I? I'm going to intentionally let them hack, though, because I don't want them to potentially get a delayed hack. So that's annoying, but not unmanageable. It just slows everything down. Hack their missiles. So the way you deal with this, their hacking cooldown is 20 seconds long. So... and our teleporter cooldown is only 10 seconds long. So when the teleporter comes off cooldown, pull all the power out. Ooh, that might burn down. That'd be very helpful. And now when they engage the hack, it doesn't do anything. It would pull my crew back, but it's not powered, so it doesn't do that. And now, while their hack is on cooldown, we depower it. Or repower it, rather. Use it. It goes on cooldown, pull power out. We will even actually be able to use this to our advantage after they smash this, perhaps. Yeah, let's intentionally power it now. The next time they hack, it will warp all of our crew back, and then they'll be ready to warp over all at once. Use a couple of bombs, unfortunately, to keep this thing offline. That's the nature of not being able to cloak hack. And yeah, our crew are all warped back to our ship. I might as well only warp 2 over. And they can just keep this room locked down. And as long as we pull the power out, they can hack our teleporter to their heart's content. However, because they've done that, let's run you 2 out there to be sacrificial lambs, and put you 2 in there to continue locking the missile room down. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let's continue that cycle. I think we're on their last crew. Yep. Good, they have no evade now. Our next hull beam shot will wipe them out anyway, so we don't need to board again. We also could have put a beam drone up, but we don't have very many drone parts to work with. Now in this next phase, we will hopefully be able to use the defense drone to keep their boarding drone off us, and we will board with all 4 of our Mantis. One option when you do not have cloaking for dealing with the drone surge is to do a hack on their drone control. That's particularly useful if you have slow offense, but we have burst 2 and a halberd beam, so that's not the case. We're still going to just bomb or hack the shields. We'll run 2 Mantis down to drone control to start punching it down. The reason you might want to hack drone control is basically just, although it doesn't do anything to the drones that come out of the drone surge itself, you engage the hack and that kills the one combat drone and beam drone that are sort of native to the ship. And that's actually quite helpful. The drone surge is significantly less dangerous without that extra combat drone pelting away on your shields. But we can kill them with basically 2 halberd beams as long as we have the ability to hack their shield, so we'll do that instead. If we stay at this location, the defense drone will stay up potentially through all 3 phases. You don't have to actually spend another drone part because you've already spent it. You 2 run down there. It didn't work, mind you, but it was worth trying. It can stay there by the time the first point of damage disables the boarding drone specifically, and that's going to happen long before we're at risk of taking damage from this. These 2 will also punch this down in the usual fashion before it gets to go off once. And the burst laser will finish them off. We could also power a beam drone. We don't need to. Hooray! We have only 1 upgrade we can do on our ship, so we might as well take it. We have Zoltan Shield bypass, so we have the potential to immediately board here, and if we get lucky, we can bomb. We'll board their missiles, and if we're lucky, we can hit the missiles with a small bomb and take them offline before they ever get to fire. Obviously, we will put the beam drone up ASAP in this phase in order to help hack through their Zoltan Shield. We only need level 1 teleporter. And we'll stay here because that preserves the defense drone part, and we don't need to be able to do runaway maneuvers. We've already killed all their crew. They mind-controlled our pilot, that's annoying. Go and distract them. Excellent, excellent. We'll start punching the shields. Come on, let's go, go, go! No cloaking, 0 damage. Of course, our hull is not complete, but that's because of a frigging ASB that we took in between. That is still a 0 damage flagship. Low score, that doesn't surprise me because we had those 2 early NG sectors where we got like no fights. But who cares? We won. So our remaining ships are Zoltan C, Rock A, and Rock B. 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, it'll be Zoltan C next. And then we'll have if we can continue the streak there, which will get us past where we got on the last streak, because we're now tied. And if we can get past that, we will have a rocky end to the streak. So, I will see you for Zoltan C. Bye for now.